How do researchers analyze data from experimental research studies? Have you ever wondered how researchers make sense of all the numbers and results from their experiments? The process of analyzing data from experimental research is both systematic and fascinating. Researchers begin by organizing and summarizing their data using descriptive statistics. This includes calculating average values, known as means, and determining how spread out the data is with standard deviations. They also count how often certain outcomes occur, giving a clear snapshot of the data. Once the data is organized, researchers move on to inferential statistics. This is where they test hypotheses and make predictions that go beyond the sample data they collected. They start by formulating a null hypothesis, which usually states that there is no effect or difference, and an alternative hypothesis that suggests there is an effect or difference. A significance level is then chosen, often set at 0.05, to determine how strong the evidence must be to reject the null hypothesis. Common techniques in inferential statistics include T-tests, which compare the means of two groups, like a treatment group and a control group. This helps researchers see if any differences are statistically significant or just due to chance. When comparing means across 3 or more groups, researchers use analysis of variance, often abbreviated as ANOVA. Chi-square tests are also popular for analyzing relationships between categorical variables, such as preferences or behaviors among different groups. For more complex data, regression analysis comes into play. This method examines how one or more independent variables can predict an outcome. Researchers may also use advanced models like generalized linear models and mixed effects models to handle data with complicated structures or non-normal distributions. Another important aspect of data analysis is calculating confidence intervals. These intervals provide a range of values within which the true population parameter likely falls, giving researchers a sense of how precise their estimates are. In the quirky realm of strange experiments, researchers often encounter unusual behaviors in their data. They might see bizarre outliers or unexpected interactions between variables. To tackle these challenges, they carefully check data quality and ensure that the assumptions of their statistical tests are met. Sometimes, they even use simulations or computational models to understand phenomena that are too risky or impractical to reproduce directly. Practical applications of these analysis methods are vast. Researchers might test new drugs against placebos or determine the best design for an app interface by comparing user interactions. They can even study odd social behaviors under different environmental conditions. The process of analyzing data from experimental research is a step-by-step journey. It involves summarizing data, testing hypotheses with appropriate statistical methods, interpreting results in context, and sometimes using advanced modeling to capture complex patterns. This systematic approach allows researchers to turn the chaos of quirky experimental results into meaningful scientific conclusions.